Should drugs be made illegal? A lot of countries are debating this. Canada has taken a decision. It has legalized hard drugs like heroin and cocaine in the province of British Columbia. And this is being sold as a reform move. This region has a serious drug problem. Canada hopes that by making drugs legal, it can curb the overdose. But does it really work? Which other countries have made drugs legal? And how much has it helped? Our next report explores. If you're in Canada, you won't be arrested for carrying drugs anymore. Of course, conditions apply. You should be above 18 years of age, you should be in the province of British Columbia, and you should be carrying not more than 2.5 grams of hard drugs. This includes heroin, morphine, fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid, and meth. So why has Canada decriminalized drugs? It's part of a 3-year-long experiment to curb overdose. At the same time, the sale of these drugs remains illegal, only possession has been made legal. These drugs cannot be possessed in schools, childcare facilities, and airports. Thousands of police officers in British Columbia are being trained on this rule change. What's the response so far? A minister in British Columbia said the step breaks down the fear and shame associated with substance abuse. Another called it a monumental shift in drug policy. But not everyone agrees. Some experts say that the 2.5 gram limit is not enough to gauge the habits of many addicts. And this is not the first time that Canada has taken such a step. In 2018, the country legalized the use of recreational cannabis. Adults in Canada are now allowed to possess up to 30 grams of legally produced cannabis. They can grow up to 4 cannabis plants per household. It is also sold in stores. Which brings us to the obvious question, how bad is the problem of drug abuse in Canada? As of December 2022, an estimated 21% of Canadians, that is 6 million people, were said to have been addicted to drugs at some point in their life. So what is addiction? When you crave something, you lose control of the amount or frequency of use. You feel the compulsion to use and continue to use despite consequences. It's called the 4 C's approach. Alcohol, nicotine, and cannabis are the most commonly abused items in Canada. 47,000 Canadian deaths are linked to substance abuse every year. 3% of Canadians have used at least one illicit drug in the past year. This includes crack and ecstasy. And it's worse for young people. 60% of illicit drugs used in Canada are between 15 to 24 years of age. Let's compare this to the rest of the world. According to the World Population Review, Afghanistan is the drug capital of the world. 1 million Afghans from 15 to 64 years of age suffer from drug addiction. The United States consumes more illicit drugs than any other country. 6% of the American population uses illegal drugs. Almost 1 in 10 adults in the UK said they used illegal drugs in 2017. Production of opium has increased in Myanmar since the military coup in February 2021. In war-torn Ukraine, more than 300,000 people inject themselves with drugs like heroin regularly. It's a catastrophe, to say the least. And if you think these figures are staggering, let us tell you about the global market of illicit drugs. It's hard to estimate. A few serious attempts have been made to make sense of it, but figures vary drastically. According to a 2019 RAND report, Americans spend almost $150 billion on illicit drugs annually. A UN report said that the Taliban earned more than $400 million between 2018 and 2019 from drug trade. Drug lords in Asia are making billions of dollars, anywhere between $30 and $61 billion. Even though the data is scattered, it points towards one thing. Drug market means big money. How do governments deal with it? By controlled legalization. Around 30 countries have legalized the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes. In Europe, it's Malta, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Spain, and Portugal. In the US, 18 states, including Washington and California, have legalized cannabis. Uruguay, Mexico, and South Africa chose the same path. And what's the situation in India? Again, alarming. The National Drug Dependence Treatment Center found that a sizable population is affected by substance abuse disorders. 15.8 million children aged 10 to 17 are addicted to substance. Alcohol is the most used psychoactive substance used by people in India, followed by cannabis and opioids. People in the states of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Sikkim, and Chhattisgarh are the highest cannabis users. Needless to say, drug abuse is a huge problem with no solution in sight. Is Canada's experiment the right way to go? It's hard to say at the moment. What we can tell you for sure is this: addiction to illicit drugs can ruin lives. Empathy, education, and counseling can go a long way.